Hey, happy Kelloween! So, I ended up watching Hubie Halloween, which is an Adam Sandler movie, and of course, it's the whole Adam Sandler universe of his friends. Stop notifications. Oh, so yeah, this movie has a lot of stars. We've got, of course, Adam Sandler, Kevin James, who is in Mall Cop and King of Queens, Julie Bowen, sorry if I mispronounce any names, who played Violet Valentine in this movie. But she was also in Happy Gilmore and played Virginia Vonnet or something. I thought that was kind of funny that both her names in both movies started with the VV. So I just thought that was an interesting fact. This also has Ray Liotta, who was in Identity, and the last thing I probably watched him in was Shades of Blue, which I still have not seen all of that. This has Steve Buscemi, who I love in Con Air and, of course, Armageddon. But he's been in things like Hotel Transylvania, Grown Ups. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I'm talking about the whole Adam Sandler universe thing going on here. And of course, his boy, Rob Schneider, who is in like everything. That's the first person I always notice in his movies. I don't know why. He's always there. Because he's been in like The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Mr. Deeds, Little Nicky. He's been in so many. This also has Maya Rudolph, who is in Bridesmaids. And she's, on 51st Dates. I didn't realize that. So there's a connection there. This has Tim Meadows, who, is on SNL, but he was also in the Grown Ups movie. So that's kind of cool. Also, Michael Chiklis. I kept looking at him and thinking he looks awfully familiar. And of course, he's on The Shield, but I've never really watched that, but I've seen the cover of that. But what I know him from is American Horror Story. He played Dale in, I want to say it was The Freak Show. So, cool thing. This has June Squibb. I may be saying these wrong, but bear with me. I cannot pronounce anything. She was in Good Girls, and that's what I recognize her from. But she was also in the episode of The Good Doctor, which I may have seen her on that. And she was in the movie Would You Rather. Interesting. I've seen that movie. This has Kenan Thompson, who, Kenan and Kel. He's been in Good Burger. Of course he's on SNL. He was on the movie Snakes in a Plane, and what I first known him from was the Mighty Ducks 2 and Mighty Ducks 3. And he's also in all that. This also has Shaquille O'Neal, can't talk, who was in Kazam. Not to be confused with the imaginary Don't Exist movie Shazam, where Sinbad played a genie. I swear that was a thing, but, it does not exist. It's not a real movie. It's all in everybody's heads, apparently. I don't know. That's one of those weird things. You look it up and you're like, that was never a movie? Am I really getting Shaquille O'Neal mixed up with Sinbad? I don't know. We're crossing, stuff together and you create something and it's crazy. So, Shaquille O'Neal was also in Scary Movie 4, and he was in the Grown Ups movie, I think. Also, this has Ben Stiller, who, interestingly, was in Hot Pursuit with John Cusack. I did not realize that. It's been a while since I've watched that movie. He was on Happy Gilmore. Meet the Parents and A Night at the Museum are two of my most favorites by him. This also has Noah Schnapp, who is Will from Stranger Things. I kept looking at this kid and I'm like, what do I know you from? You look so familiar. Sometimes it just takes me a minute and I'm like looking at this person this whole time and I'm like, I know you. Yes, I do know you. You're on Stranger Things. This has Paris Beret? I don't know. Anyways, she was in two things that I've watched, Tall Girl and Invisible Sister. And I've watched those fairly recently, so maybe that's why she looks so familiar. This also has China Anne McClain, who was in the Grown Up movies. And she also sings a song calling all the monsters. She's been in like a lot of like, I think like Disney type stuff. Yeah, so I like her. And this also has Kim Whitley, who the last thing I saw her on was Young and Hungry. It's funny when you recognize people and you're like, I know that person from somewhere. And also Blake Clark, who has been in a lot of stuff with Adam Sandler. 51st Dates, The Waterboy, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. And this also has Mikey Day, who is in Totally Awesome, and he's on SNL. So, you know, you got a lot of SNL people. And a lot of people from the, Happy Madison universe. If I said that right. You know, me, names, I'm lost. But, yeah, I thought this would be so interesting if somebody did a rundown of this whole thing, the whole cast, and see how they are connected. Because it is so funny. There's so many people that are in different things with each other. They may not all be in the same stuff together, but like this person, like Keenan and Shaquille O'Neal, I think were in a movie together. I mean, you got different ones that have been in different things together, and it would be kind of interesting to have it all timelined out and everything. I'm crazy like that, but I'm not going to do it because that's a lot of work. And me and information and names, we only go so far. We get lost and confused and can't pronounce stuff. But that's okay. This movie was entertaining to me. I did like this movie. Hubie is a weird character. Let me just say, this movie is humorous, oddly funny. It's weird and heartwarming. I mean, and you got the good Halloween vibes. Great Halloween music. I mean, you even got the Ghostbusters song off in there. So, you know, it's got a lot of cool stuff. I like all the Halloween stuff about it. It's awesome. And there's different things that will remind you. Oddly, the person on the radio is not who you would think it would be. And it gives me a vibe of like the fog of the woman, you know, on the radio on the fog. So that kind of, you know, it kind of throws you to different things. Different things kind of remind me of different movies, and it's funny like that. Yeah, this is just, I don't know how to explain it because it's so weird. A lot of people had problems with it because they couldn't understand half of it, or, you know, couldn't, from the talking is, Hubie is kind of, I don't know what you would call Hubie, but I love him. He's cool. And he's like the protector of Halloween, to make Halloween safe and awesome and fun, and nothing bad happen to anybody. And that's a good thing. And overall, I like the story. It's funny and interesting, and it entertained me pretty good. So yeah, I really like this one. Some people are not Adam Sandler fans, but that's okay. I like a lot of his movies. I wouldn't say I'm like, you know, like Die Hard or anything, but I do like his movies, and I like a lot of people that's in this movie. And for it to have so many different people, and there's probably people I missed. I probably didn't get everybody. I mean, because there was just so many, like, appearances of people in this movie. Maybe not everybody was a main cast member, but, you know, it was good. And I just really liked liked everything about it. I mean, I can't say that this movie annoyed me in any way, really. I got a lot of good laughs out of it and just had a really good, fun time with it. And now I gotta try to convince Tony to watch it because he didn't want to watch it with me. Of course, if he really knew who was in the movie and everything, because, you know, when you say Hubie Halloween, okay, that scared me. I think he's trying to scare me. Anyways, if you... I don't know what I was saying. He scared me. Okay. I guess I'm going to end it now. I lost my train of thought, so that was that. Anyways, good movie. I'll see you guys next